Hello friends, this is Sai Fanindra from SQL School, and over 14 years of technical expertise exclusively on Microsoft SQL Server and related technologies. I assure you complete practical training approach with a real-time project for number one, your knowledge. Number two, your resume. Number three, for our references. Yes, we need to train you in such a way you enjoy the course, you love the subject, and we should win references for our next batches. Come on, it's like give and take, okay? Yes, friends, it's like give and take. The whole world is just type of give and take. No other option for us, right? You need something, I need something. Let's do everything possible here with our SQL Server and T-SQL, a wonderful, easier subject step by step. And before we start, from our website, yes, the Transact SQL Server, T-SQL, either you go for online, live online, or classroom or video on demand video, either of them the same curriculum and the same pattern with a step by step, session by session approach, keeping in mind all these over a decade of experience that I gained as a trainer, training thousands of participants across the globe. Really, I learned a lot, truly speaking, right? I learned a lot, both technical as well as professional. Well, so keeping in mind good amount of doubts, feedbacks, derivatives, expectations, either at your job desk or from certifications perspective, either of them, we are ready with good amount of material, practical material, session wise interview questions and answer, chapter wise, with a day wise specific course curriculum, both theoretical and practical. Theory material would be provided, of course, in advance. Practice would be in the actual class. I must say 90% of every session, 90 to 95% of every session would be into practical. Just about 5 to 10% would be into theoretical. And in such a way, theoretical, but not just namesake, PPT or something like that. Instead, just a snapshot of what we need to learn and what we need to practice, and straight start with examples and go for a case study. Yes, friends, with this information, now our course SQL Server T-SQL, either live online or classroom or video, is divided into 3 different plans. Starters, go for plan A for about 3.5 weeks to 1 month. We say 3.5 weeks, we generally need to promise less and try to do more. That's our policy. Try to promise less and do more and make the other person happy. As simple as that. We don't want to give a false promise. It says 3.5 weeks up to 4 weeks. And plan B for experienced. The difference between plan A and B is more in-depth query tuning with MCSA, Microsoft Certified Solution Associate, MCSA 7761 Microsoft exam. And plan C includes Azure concepts, migrations, and 7762 exam. The complete guidance and material part of the course. Yes, and let's get started now. Let's understand what this course is about. What is database? Let's start from the scratch. Yes, here it is, our agenda for today's class. We shall be understanding what is database, types of databases, and what is SQL Server, a basic walkthrough kind of thing. And we shall be understanding about difference between SQL and transact SQL. So for about 5 minutes, we'll take all these basics. And then after that, we shall move on to the lab plan configurations, lab configurations. I mean, friends, installations. Yes, it's our policy. It's our policy we have been following over the years to take installation as a part of initial demo class itself. So that if the participant is able to get the software installed in their computer and test the connection to our online lab, they can proceed with their registration, the course registration. It's just like a filter, just like a filter for registrations. You get it installed after the class, after the session right now, after this video class right now. Get it installed and then join us for the actual course. Come on, let's go started. Let's go step by step. Let's understand what is database and why we need to go there. Slowly, step by step. Well, database, what it is? A platform. Database is a platform to store any type of data and any amount of data. Any type of data, any amount of data for secured, faster, easy access. And there are different types of databases in this world. We have OLTP, Online Transaction Processing Database, and OLAP, Online Analytical Processing Database, data warehouse to store old data, historical data, and a mix of OLTP, OLAP, data warehouse together is equal to HTAP, Hybrid Transactional Analytical Database. I repeat, OLTP, live, real-time, online transaction processing data. For example, an online banking environment, an online ticket reservation environment, an online stock market environment, or a live cricket match, live temperatures, anything live, anything active, anything that changes over time with respect to time. It keeps changing. It is live, real-time data. Well, then comes the second one. You have OLAP, meaning online analytical processing database. Yes, mainly for, it is used mainly, OLAP is used mainly for big data analysis and forecast. Big data analysis and forecast. Here we get something called as cubes. Come on, let me show you a small example of this live as well as historical OLAP. First, let me show you live on my screen now, a live streaming data. Here it is, friends. This is the time right now in my computer. 6:15 p.m. today. A live and active real-time data. From where I get the report? From OLTP database. Same way, historical data. For example, in United States, Contoso company, and same company Contoso, Germany, here it is. They are just like a straight line. Compared with SQL School in our India office, SQL School US office. Comparison, company to company comparisons over time. Past old data, 2016, 2017 data. Why? We need to do this. Forecast, analysis. We analyze the data like this. We analyze the data in this way. Well, either live, right? Something like this, or historical data for analysis. For example, friends, let's take a Google map. Live tracking and old data, like for example, where you took left turn, where you took right turn, etc. As well as forecast, like expected time of arrival, etc. Any kind of report, any type of data, yes, the source would be mostly database. In our course, back to my table, back to my notes. In our course, we'll understand, friends, SQL developer activities, our actual course, our actual training program, OLTP activities for 1 month, 3.5 weeks to 4 weeks. And plan B includes additional information for 1 additional week. And plan C, 2 additional weeks from A, 2 additional weeks from plan A, total of 6 weeks. It includes certification orientation plus more in-depth information about Azure activities. So, first certification program plan B, second certification program also plan C. No certifications, only project work for your resume and knowledge, then plan A should be fine. It depends on your requirement. And all these 3 plans involve OLTP. For other databases we have, these MSBI. Let me just put it this way. MSBI, integration, analysis, reporting. These 3 modules are for the purpose of OLAP, data warehouse, and HTAP. We call them BI tools, BI developer job role. So the main difference between SQL developer and BI developer is the type of database and the purpose of database that they are responsible for. SQL developer deal with live data. BI developer deal with live, all of the above, live, historical, analytical, forecasts, predictions. For example, weather forecast. A live cricket match and 48th over in a 50 over 1 day international, we see expected run rate, isn't it? Required run rate, current run rate. Suddenly batsman hit a 6. What happens? Of course, one advertisement, right? One advertisement. After that, what happens? Calculation change. Expected run rate changes. Of course, current run rate, expected run rate, the forecast value changes, right? Live forecast, we call it. So DBMS is a software used to store and manage those databases. A container to store these databases is DBMS, Database Management System. And there are different brands from different companies like SQL Server, IBM DB2, Oracle, Sybase, so on. The advantages of our SQL Server, yes, to store any database, any type of database, any amount of data in each database, and any amount of users, unlimited users can connect and perform storage, reporting, modification operations on a database. It is something like this. Server green, database orange, and some ingredients inside the database to store the actual data called tables. We'll get it slowly in our next class. On a very next class, we'll start the practice. For now, remember, like MS Office contains Excel file contains Excel sheet. Basic level comparison, okay? MS Office software is required. One of the softwares required to open an Excel file. You may have Kingston Office, Samsung Office, K Office, Samsung Office, etc. Just taking an example like MS Office software needed to operate on Excel file. What we see inside Excel file? One or more sheets. Without sheets, Excel cannot store data. Without database, right? Without database, server cannot store data. Without tables, database cannot store data. So like MS Office software required for Excel file, SQL Server software required for database. Like Excel sheets are inside the Excel file, here tables are inside the database. I mean friends, just a friendly comparison, MS Office, here it is SQL Server. Friends, I assume we are all very new. Let's learn together step by step. Okay, observe carefully. MS Office software, SQL Server software. MS Office has Excel file, one of its kind. And here we have something called database. Excel file has Excel sheet. Here we have something called as tables. Okay. What does Excel sheet contain? Rows, columns. Tables also contain rows, columns. Now question, then what's the difference? Why you require these separately? Why you need database if Excel can really store the data? Yes, here is the actual magic now. Limited data support. I cannot say Excel can store any type of data, any amount of data. What about passwords? What about media or video files? Yes, there are some limitations in Excel. We cannot expect passwords to be stored in an Excel file. We cannot expect motion pictures or simply say video, audio clips to be stored in Excel file. We cannot store terabytes of data in Excel. But in database, any type of data and at the same time, any amount of data and further at the same time, yes, we have fully secure and faster, right? So to get into this database, we require server. Now let's see how to install the server, how to configure our lab to start and gear up into our course. Before that, why SQL Server? Why not something else? Could be another possible question. And here is the answer. Let's make it straight and simple. Cheaper, $14,500 US. Highly scalable. SQL Server works with not only Windows, even Linux platform. And it can be possible, the SQL Server can be possible across good amount of environments that we are going to take in our course. For now, scalability means just like technical flexibility. Not only Windows, Even Linux do support SQL Server. And easy usage, comparatively easier to use, easier to learn, easier to work. But I don't want to give any creamy promise, truly speaking, friends. Really, I don't want to give any false appearance saying dead easy. Not at all, friends. We need to practice a lot. I'll guide you, and my guidance, if you follow, friends, yes, we can really win the game. Trust me, we can win the game. But comparatively, yes, it is easier. When you compare with other database technologies, this is far easier if we practice on time and submit the task items on time. Yes, every day you would be, for every chapter there would be mock tests, both theoretical as well as practical, and we do it on time. Game is ours. Yes. Free support. Microsoft gives us free support, technical support for SQL Server, free updates, free service pack, patchworks, etc., free hotfix, and free BI tools. The purpose of BI, business intelligence tools, to design OLAP, data warehouse, STAP. With this information, there are different versions of SQL Server like SQL Server 2019, 2017, 16, so on. Like Windows, we have Windows 10, 8.1, Windows 8, Windows 7, so on. We have 2019, the latest, 2017, 16, etc. And these marked ones are part of our course, the highlighted, yellow highlighted part. Like Windows contains Windows Home, Ultimate, Enterprise, etc. Here also we have different editions of SQL Server, flavors of SQL Server, Data Center Edition, Enterprise, Evaluation, Standard, Web, so on. And we shall be understanding technically the difference between each of these versions and editions in our course. And before we move on to installation, one final minute, let me speak for a few moments about SQL and transact SQL. What's the difference? Simple. Think about this, answer for this question yourself. OS and Windows, what's the difference? Browser, Google Chrome, what's the difference? Yes, Windows is a type of OS. Windows is a brand of OS from Microsoft. T-SQL is a brand of SQL from Microsoft. That's it. SQL stands for Structured Query Language, a language used to communicate with any database, a common language used to communicate with any database. Transact SQL, T-SQL, a language used to communicate with SQL Server databases. A language used to communicate exclusively with SQL Server databases, your Transact SQL. In our course, we shall be starting our journey with SQL first and slowly go on to Transact SQL. T-SQL. T means transact. Please have a look at the diagram carefully once. I'll wait. Let's continue now. Let's understand this. With this information, there are different career options. From this great technology, SQL Server, like SQL developers, into OLTP databases, design MSBI developers, OLAP data warehouse and STAP databases design. And we have, I'll just put this way, right? You got 4 different types of databases. Item number 2. Item 2, friends, you got 4 database types. From those 4 database types, you got beautiful career options. And Power BI data analysts, developers, and apart from that, yes, we have data scientists and SQL database administrators. Our course is into now SQL developer program, and we generally see few enquiries and few participants frequently asking us on what is the difference between MSBI, Power BI. Well, simple difference. MSBI, Microsoft Business Intelligence Tools, to design data warehouse OLAP and STAP databases plus reports. Whereas Power BI is completely into reports. It's completely into reports. Well, red plus green or only green, as simple as that. Well, so we have separate courses now. MSBI for 1.5 month daily, Power BI for 1 month daily. Separate courses. Let's stay focused to our registered course, SQL Developer. Come on, friends. And you would be downloading the notes from the bottom link you see below this video that you are watching right now. The notes would be downloaded, and even the day-wise curriculum would also be downloaded. The curriculum that I was actually talking about and showing you a few minutes back, you'll be downloading this day-wise curriculum as well, like what we would be discussing on each day until end of the course with a real-time project and solution. Come on, let's understand, friends, how to perform installation. Have a look at my screen carefully. Yes, we need to do today 2 simple installations. Green, yellow. Installation 1, server. Installation 2, tool, a user interface tool. Then connection to the server, connection to the tool. Observe carefully. So here we go, friends. Let's understand. I repeat once again, friends. We need to install the server, a tool, and try to connect successfully to the server and the tools. To the server, local server, online server, using tools. It is something like this, friends. It is something like this, friends. Let's have a look at it now carefully. You have a website, and the website can be accessible through a browser, right? Browser is used to access a website, isn't it? A browser is used to access a website. Same way, a tool is used, yellow tool is used to access the server, SQL server. Let's see, friends, how to configure SQL server in your PC, your computer. And additionally, you would be accessing our online lab also. You would be given the test credentials to connect our online lab. Make sure we do these installations, 2 installations, green and yellow, and 2 connections, 3-4 connections. 2 installations, 2 connections, and we are good to start our course with examples right from the next class. Let's go slowly. Let's understand how to install the server and the tool Ssms SQL Server Management Studio tool in your computer. Let's see. Before we proceed, here are the prerequisites. You may plan to install one of the versions I was actually listing here, 2019 or 17 or 16 or 14. Well, starter profiles, freshers, plan A, one of these two should be fine. Plan B and C, for certification, install 2016 also. That would be done later classes anyway. For now, install any one out of the first two, 2019 or 17, with our careful guidance. Now let's start. 4 GB RAM, 2 GB disk space should be fine. Minimal requirements. No separate special requirements for our SQL Server, not really required. Let's see now how to perform the actual installation here. Well, go to our website, sqlschool.com downloads. Go to our website, and once you go to our website, sqlschool.com downloads, click on this particular download link. And once you download, you would see a folder like this. You would see a folder like this, SQL Server 2019. Then you shall carefully follow, extract, and you get a folder. Any version is fine, okay? The screenshots would contain 2017. Same way, the installation can be done for 2017, 16, 19, any version, okay? Here it is. Double click on this setup file. Here we go, friends. Server installation. So inside the downloaded file, double click on setup. Double click on setup application file, this file. Friends, how I got the file? Downloads. You download from our website, and it's a lifelong free edition from Microsoft Developer Edition. Yes, it's really lifelong free. From any source you may download, it's lifelong free if you select Developer Edition. So download from this website, and here installation, new installation. You'll carefully follow these notes. Double click on the setup file, installation, new installation. Simple, friends. Installation, new installation, and we get one screen like this. Developer, we are into developer course. Select Developer Edition. Even if you already installed SQL Server, it's okay. Leave it. Don't disturb it. If in case, if you haven't installed SQL Server, then please follow these guidelines. Developer Edition does not have an expiration, free of cost. Next. Accept licensing terms. Next. And simply say next here. Don't check any other boxes. Simply say next. And we need to select firewall warnings, ignore, no problem. Next. And we need to select database engine. This is required for OLTP. Same way, remember other types of databases like OLAP, one component. Data warehouse, another component called integration, reporting, etc. For now, database engine, select database engine, say next. Friends, I shall repeat the screens once again. I'll repeat the screens once again in next 30 seconds to 1 minute time. For now, say next. Just what I selected, friends, database engine. Accept licensing terms, select database engine. Remaining all next. And last and final screen, we need to scroll down, add current user. Friends, don't worry about other technical terminology. Don't worry about other technical terminology you see here. We'll get it explained as and when required in our course with examples. For now, next and start installation. Friends, I assume we are very new. Let's learn together. Let's revise once again. And yes, all we do is first download SQL Server software from our website. Remember the lab plan again. Server installation, tools installation. First, to start with, we are talking about the server installation right side. So here is the server and tool. This is a tool. This is a tool installation. First, we are talking about the server. Double click, setup file. Once you double click the setup file, then we see in next few moments we would be able to find a new screen. Let's wait for a few moments. I'll just close other windows. Yes, friends, let's wait for a few moments. Yes, we got one screen. Installation, new installation. You download the notes and follow it carefully. Installation, double click the setup file. Installation, new installation. Then accept licensing terms, database engine. Yes. Developer, or you may leave it to default, it's up to you. I have selected developer as it's a developer course. Anything is fine. Accept licensing terms, next. No worries about other details, we'll take it in the classes one by one with examples. Next. And we shall be having the next screen to select one feature called database engine. This one. Let me maximize. Select database engine. Say next. Once you say next, provide default instance. Once you provide the default instance, or it can be named instance, okay, anything is fine, friends. Either default or named. Instance means installation. Remember, friends, the term instance means installation. Just like installing your computer, installing OS in your computer, you may name it or leave it to default. For now, just go next. And here we need to provide add current user, means an admin. You need to provide an admin name. And once you supply the admin name, say next. Leave the remaining to default and say install. So very first time while you are installing this, you may see it taking, the system may take some time, about 5 to 10 minutes, generally about 5 minutes. It may go up to 10 minutes of installation time. Well, after installing the server, then comes installation of tools called SSMS, SQL Server Management Studio. Well, back to my screen. Let's get the server installed. Let's wait for a few moments. It's almost done. I just paused the video for a few moments. It's almost done. Let's hold on, friends. Yes, let's wait. And once the installation is complete, remember friends, we are now installing the green box, right? That is, in our lab plan, the server is currently being installed, box number 1. Let's hold on, friends. Let's wait for a few more moments and the installation would be successful. Let's hold on for a few moments. Yes, installation is successful. Remember the feature name, database engine. It is the main core heart of SQL Server database engine that supports T-SQL, Transact SQL. Well, with this we'll stop for some time. Yes, we are done with our server installation. Close this, and next comes Ssms Tools installation. We'll stop the server installation there. It is done. Stop in the sense, yes, we need to understand more about the keywords that come across installation. We'll take it separately. For now, the architecture part of SQL Server, we'll take it separately in our technical classes. For now, we got a overview installation. It should be fine to start our lab, technical lab. And SSMS tool. Double click SSMS tool from where you get it. Yes, friends, this SSMS tool would be from, again, our SQL School website. SSMS tool to be taken from our SQL School website, and just double click on the tool. So you got the sqlschool.com downloads, right? That sqlschool.com downloads, there you got SSMS tool. Any version is fine, 2019 or 17 or 16, any version. Double click and it says install. Leave the location as it is, install. Well, I understand the server prompted me to restart my computer. I'll do it after this SSMS tool installation. Let's wait for a few moments. Let this tool also get installed. This would be about 5 to 10 minutes for this tool to get installed. Let's wait for some time. Let the tool also get installed. In the meantime, please have a look at this particular diagram. Earlier, friends, we got on my screen. Earlier we got 1, right, server. Right now we are having the tools, number 2. This dark box, black box. Then comes 3, 4. Connection test to be done after this installation. So nothing else. Double click and start installation. The required things would be automatically downloaded and installed. Let's wait for a few moments. Well, let's come and check. I just paused the video for a few moments and yes, perfect. Everything got installed successfully, right? Now let's see Well, we'll restart it, no worries. For now, close. Let's see, friends. 3, 4. First we installed 1, right? Then we installed 2. Now let's see 3, 4. 3 first. How to launch a browser and connect to your local website. Here, launch a browser and connect to your local server. Go to Ssms. Say go to Windows search from your Windows keyboard, Windows key in your keyboard. Type there Ssms, means SQL Server Management Studio. Okay. Once you click on, I repeat again, friends, search, type there Ssms and type there SQL Server Management Studio. Click, just click. And once you click, few moments of waiting and you would see a big window that prompts you for this server name. You will get a nice white color window or yellow color window now, orange yellow color window now. Let's wait for a few moments. Let's wait for a few moments and we would see that Ssms window. Let's wait. Let's wait for a few moments. That screen looks like this, asking you for the server name. Okay. So all we do is now drop down, browse for more. Okay. Browse for more, database engine, and select whatever server you see over there. You may not see all this type of list. You may see only 1 or 2 based on the number of times you do your installations. For now, just select whatever is there, 1 or 2. You can select any one. Okay, connect. So from the yellow box, you are connecting to the green box. Okay, local server. I repeat again, friends, observe carefully. As we are all very new, let's observe carefully, let's learn together. Go to search, type there Ssms, just type there Ssms, and then we get one screen, any version, 2019, 17, 16, any version, we get this screen, drop down, browse for more, database engine, select the required server. Once you select the server, whatever server name you see over there, select the server to connect. Well, and select the server to connect. Okay, connect. This is local server, yellow to green. Same way, you would be given the credentials to log into our online lab also. Well, in our next class, you would be connecting to our online lab as well in this way. Login, password, blue box. So from yellow box, you are connecting to green box. From yellow box, you are connecting to our blue box. Yellow to green, yellow to blue. Like one browser, 2 websites. One tool, Ssms. SQL Server Management Studio tool to 2 servers, local, remote. Well, with this information, so what do I mean? Yes, friends, here it is. Back to my screen, friends. Yellow to green, yellow to blue. Once done, we are ready to start our actual SQL Server T-SQL classes. Okay. Now, either you go for live online or classroom or video, anything, same curriculum and the plan. With this, we stop for today and see you soon in our classes. Thank you. Have a nice time. And I forgot to add, friends, I forgot to add this information. In case, if you are stuck anywhere, during your installation. Please kindly reach our team or reach me directly towards bottom of the course curriculum that you see in our website for the respective course. You also find our, or simply say my information, my contact information here. So you can contact our team directly, or from our website you can contact me directly. I'll include my contact information below this video also. Please make sure we do the installation before we start our course for best results. Please try whatever you can install and let me know. Thank you. Have a nice time.